ददाति सुपदान्तिकम् वन्देऽहं श्रीगुरु श्रीयुतपदकमलं श्रीगुरुन् वैष्णवांश्च श्रीरूपं साग्रजातं सहगण रघुनाथनितं तं सजीवं साद्वैतं सावधूतं परिजनसहितं कृष्णचैतन्यदेवं श्रीराधाकृष्णपादान् सहगण ललिता श्रीविशाखान्वितांश्च हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधु जगतपते गोपेश गोपीकांत राधाकांत नमस्तुते तप्त कांचन गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये वंशकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्यैव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। नमो विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति स्वरूप दामोदर स्वामी नामिने नमः। ओं विष्णुपादाय कृष्णप्रेष्ठाय भूतले श्रीमते भक्ति वेदांत स्वामिनिति नामिने नमस्ते सरस्वती देवे गौरवाणी प्रचारिणे निर्विशेष शून्यवादी पाश्चात्य देश तारिणे जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि श्री गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे। ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय ओम नमो भगवते वासुदेवाय नष्टप्रायेषु अभद्रेषु नित्यं भागवत सेवया भागवते उत्तम श्लोके भक्तिर्भवति नैष्टिकी नाम संकीर्तनं यस्य सर्वपाप प्रणाशनं प्रणाम दुःख शमनं तं नमामि श्रीहरि परम। जय गिरिराज गोवर्धन की। Giriraj Govardhan, when you go to Vrajdhan from Vrindavan, around 20 kilometer, 20 to 22 kilometer, the bottom place is Radha Kund, and Govardhan is around 22 kilometer circumambulation Parikrama Marg. Giriraj Govardhan is considered as the king of all mountains. So Giriraj, Raj means king, Giri means Parvat, who is the king of all mountains. Because Krishna himself took in his hand, protected all Brajadham from the wrath of Indra, using Govardhan as umbrella in his hand. So King Indra was proud enough to receive the puja homages to be offered to him. In return, he was giving the rain so that the Brajavasis, the residents, could do cultivation. They can get good grasses for cows. So they used to worship Indra to get good rains every year. So knowing this tendency that asking in return of something which was given as a duty to somebody, suppose a government official in our country, to get the work done, you go to the office, do some applications, you give the required fee, and every eligibility criteria you meet, still your application is not accepted or your application is not processed because the official wants some bribe from you. If you give the bribe, then only they do. So these things are happening now. People are so much cheating mentality, so they need something as bribe, then only they can do the work. If the government authorities like vigilance they come to know this, so they will take some action, they may suspend them. Similarly, when Supreme Personality of Godhead come to know that Indra is demanding puja in return of the duty of distributing rain everywhere without expecting any puja from them. As and when Supreme Personality of Godhead create any living entity, he also arranges how those living entity will be given food, shelter, clothes. So various demigods were given the responsibility of distribution. If these demigods start taking bribe, you do puja, then only will give you all these things. Then that is the forms of cheating. Supreme Personality of Godhead, being merciful to Indra, tried to remove the pride of Indra so that he will come to the path of religiosity. So that is irreligiosity to take bribe. Supreme Personality of Godhead's pastimes, we should learn this that bribe is wrong. Neither we should give bribe nor we should facilitate the people who are accept taking bribes. We have to take appropriate action so that bribe can be stopped. That is how Supreme Personality of Godhead exhibited the pastimes. To do certain things, there will be lots of pain to undergo. The Brajavasis, they suffered wrath of Indra. There is heavy raining. The downpour is like as thick as pillar. The water was as thick as a pillar. The whole Brajavasi were flooded, and lightning, heavy downpour. Supreme Personality of God had protected all of his devotee by lifting Govardhan like an umbrella. Indra keep on trying, dropped all of his rain. Sambartaka was the rain. Sambartaka finished all the waters he had. And King Indra with the Braja in his hand, Vajra in his hand, thrown the lighting as much as possible, but all the lightning, the power, the electricity power of lightning was futile when they touched Govardhan hill. Because the touch of Krishna's hand, Govardhan Parvata could protect and could counter the energies of thunderbolt. And Giriraj Govardhan is the most glorified, worshipable by all of the Vaishnavas. Giriraj Govardhan is regarded as the greatest devotee of Supreme Personality of Godhead. So, Lord, being merciful, allows the devotees to worship a Vaishnava so that they can get Krishna Bhakti. Because Vaishnavas are more merciful. We'll see that in further slides. When we worship Vishnu and Vaishnava, the Vaishnava's worship is easy for a devotee to get mercy. Vaishnavara Abhidane Krishna Dayamaya. Krishna become more merciful when a Vaishnava pray for another Vaishnava. So Giriraj Govardhan's worship, Lord Krishna awarded all the blessings through the worship and circumambulation of Giriraj Govardhan. Gi- Giriraj Govardhan is the place where Lord has performed many pastimes like collecting toll, and there was a pastimes for collecting toll. There are many other pastime like Lord Krishna and Balaram used to play every day with the friends. They were gazing the cows and they used to take lunch prasadam. There are many places where Lord has performed pastimes surrounding the Govardhan. We'll see at the end. So all the devotees want to witness the pastimes of Supreme Personality of Godhead and charged with the love of Supreme Personality of Godhead by residing near Govardhan Parvat. So the Danakali pastimes is one of the pastimes performed by Supreme Personality of Godhead. And at the bottom of Govardhan, you can see Radha Kund. Radha Kund is the pastimes where Lord Krishna eh, had to take a bath after killing the bull demon. Lord Krishna called all the holy river and performed a kunda named Syamakund. There he took bath and told all the gopis and Radharani that I have atoned the sins during a pastimes with gopis and Radharani. But Radharani told, no, you cannot take bath on your own accord. You have to take bath the kund that we will dig for you. And they brought the water from Manasiganga. Radharani used her bangle to dig the kunda, Radha Kunda, and they brought the water from Manasiganga. But Krishna, being merciful, saw how hard work all these gopis are doing, connected Syamakunda with Radha Kunda, and all the water from Syamakunda flown to Radha Kunda. So this way Radha Kunda and Syamakunda are connected. And Radha Kunda is the dearmost Kunda of Krishna. So Krishna promised whoever take a bath in Radha Kunda will be a devotee and will please Krishna how Radharani pleases Krishna. Similarly, Radharani blessed those devotees who will take bath in Syamakunda will get the blessings of Krishna. So Radhakunda and Syamakunda, the most glorious place and topmost tirtha in the entire three world. And Radhakunda Syamakunda is the eternal abode when is willing to do bhajan and get the topmost merit of bhajan, then the best place to get blessing is Radha Kunda. Whatever bhajan one do in Radha Kunda, he gets 1,000 times more merits. However, if someone is not following the religious principles correctly, then there is also demerits accordingly. So one must be very careful while residing a dham like Radha Kunda. Govardhan Parvat nourishes cows and the Brajavasis. So the word Go Vardhanam. Go means cow, Vardhanam means grows. Also spiritually, Go means Indriya, Vardhana means transformations. So transforming the Indriya from Prakrita to Aprakrita. That is the essence of Krishna consciousness. Through Manmana Bhava Mad Bhakta Mad Jaji Mam Namaskuru is the four foundational process explained in Bhagavad Gita, by which a person can transform himself from materialistic consciousness to spiritual consciousness. Prakrita, that's why we wake up, do bath, then tilak. While tilak, we remember all the 12 forms of Vasudev, like Kesavaya Nama, Govindaya Nama, Narayana Nama, like that. Then we do puja, offer our homages, Mangalarati, cook some bhoga for Krishna, cleans the temple. We engage in services. The senses were engaged in the services. That is how regular engagement of services transform the senses from prakrita to aprakrita. This process is called Govardhanam. And when we serve by the mercy of Govardhan, especially when we are residing in Radhakunda. Radhakunda is part of Govardhan. You can see this here. This is Radhakunda, Samakunda at the bottom place. And this is Giriraj Govardhan. When we do this by the blessings of Govardhan, then we get the mercy. And most important that our when we don't have proper qualifications, Giriraj Govardhan is very merciful. So devotees are more merciful in accepting the services than Krishna himself. Krishna see the qualifications, purity, but devotees are more merciful, elevate people and give the required purity. So those who take shelter of Govardhan can easily transformed from materialistic mood to spiritual mood. So Govardhan is regarded as Tilak mark because Braja is 84 krosa, 84 krosa, 84 miles. You can see here is like the head. This person is like head. And Giriraj is like Tilak of entire Brajadham. So known as the best of Lord Hari's servant. Govardhan is best of Lord Hari's servant. Vedas refer like Tilak of Braja, and whoever pray to reside near Govardhana to get the love of Supreme Personality of Godhead. It's easy to practice Krishna consciousness uh, to get rapid progress, love and devotion to Krishna. One may aspire to reside near Govardhan, who gives happiness to all the residents of Braja. Giriraj, bless the devotees to become friends or Sakya, Vaschalya, Dasya, Madhurya, all these rasa granted by Giriraj Govardhan. Giriraj Govardhan is very merciful, who accept the service without seeking the purity level of devotees. Adhama, Uttama, Madhyama, Kichuna Dekhila, Jachia Dilaka Kola. He do not sees who is Adhama, who is a Madhyama, who is a Uttama. Adhyama means neophyte, Madhyama means mediocre, Uttama means first class devotee. Giriraj Govardhan give mercy to all the devotees, elevates Adhama to Madhyama and Uttama. So it is very important that for everyone, especially neophytes, take shelter of Giriraj Govardhan. Just like at the beginning, you may not directly be eligible to worship the deities of Radha and Krishna. You may worship Gaur Nitai's photo or deity first, or Giriraj Govardhan. So the Prabhupada said, first you may try worship uh, Gaur Nitai deity form if you want to worship deity, because they do not see much offenses and they are more merciful in the form of devotee. In the form of devotee, Krishna is more merciful. But when in the direct form of Radha and Krishna, the aparadha vichar is highest. In Jagannath form, Jagannath Baldev Subhadra form, the aparadha vichara is little less. And least is when the deity form of Gaurnitai or Giriraj. This is Saligram, Giriraj, and Gaurnitai deities form are easy to worship with less seva aparadha vichara. While doing services when devotees are not very much trained, they do certain offenses, seva aparadha, and that way the progress is less. But Gaurnitai, Giriraj, and Saligram, they being merciful, especially here we talk about Govardhan, transform a devotee into Uttama level gradually when one is serving with proper Shraddha and dedications. So glories of Govardhan, that who is able to worship, this is the place of toll gate collection. Who can attend direct service of Radha and Krishna and get the transcendental vibrations of devotional service, Romancha Kampasru Taranga Bhajo, can serve to Radha and Krishna and feel the bhava, the emotional level of advancement in Krishna consciousness. That- So Giriraj Govardhan is the place where Krishna and Balaram used to play regularly. There are many courtyards, lion thrones, trees, waterfall, mountain brooks, caves, peaks, and valleys where Krishna and Balaram performed their pastimes. With the sweet fragrance of Giriraj Govardhan, there are musk deer and many such fragrant trees, flowers. It's an amazing place to get the transcendental vibes of Supreme Personality of Godhead. One should search Supreme Personality of Godheads. The flutes are still heard by the devotees who were meditating or serving there in Govardhan. Many devotees, they still hear the flute sound from Giriraj Govardhan. All the Puranas glorify Giriraj Govardhan. So all you read the story of Giriraj Govardhan protects the Brajavasis, resting at the little finger of Supreme Personality of Godhead. Vishnu Purana explains that how Govardhana, the king of all mountain, purifies all the world when it was lifted by Krishna to protect all the Brajavasis, emphasize the divine nature of Giriraj Govardhan. As long as Giriraj Govardhan is there, the effect of Kali is negligible. Kali, this age of Iron Age, people are too much addicted to sense enjoyment, and with self intention they quarrel with each other, they cheat. So there is only the people who are either a cheater or a cheated. So as long as Giriraj Govardhan is visible, the effect of Kali is less. Every year, Giriraj Govardhan reduces by 1 inches. Now you see that Giriraj Govardhan's height is very less, and that also reducing every year 1 inches. When Giriraj Govardhan completely become plain or flat, then the effect of Kali will be higher. So, like this, Vishnu Purana explains the glory of Giriraj Govardhan. Brahma Vaivarta Purana also explains Govardhana Ayam Silaihi Sri Krishna Premadhi Dharanaha Nityam Brahmanuبhavanam Tirtharajo Bhavishyati. Govardhan is the mountain which holds the love of Supreme Personality of Godhead Sri Krishna. Eternally, this place of pilgrimage where the divine experience of spirituality can be released by the devotee who is coming to witness the pastimes of Supreme Personality of Godhead in this holy abode where Giriraj Govardhan is residing. This is the highest place of significance of eternal spiritual pastimes of Supreme Personality of Godhead. So among all the three worlds, Braja is the highest abode, and among Braja, Giriraj Govardhan, and among Giriraj Govardhan, Radha Kund is the highest place of divine love of Supreme Personality of Godhead and his eternal consort, Radha and Krishna. So one can get immense spiritual strength by residing or witnessing the pastimes of Supreme Personality of Godhead in this holy place, Giriraj Govardhan. Giriraj Govardhan ki jai. The glory of Govardhan is also explained in Skanda Purana. Govardhan Girishreshta Muktadha Sarva Papinah Tashyopari cha Pithani Radha Kundikani cha. This is the place. Govardhan, the foremost of all mountains, grants liberation from all kind of sins. So Radha Kunda is on the top of all these sites in Govardhan. So when you do parikrama, the last portion of the parikrama called Antima Padav. Antima Padav is uh, Radha Kunda and Syam Kunda. Normally one should, if one is starting parikrama from Radha Kunda, then he do the parikrama of the entire site. Here is the parikrama marg, 22 kilometers. The surrounding is around 22 kilometer. Then at the end, where he started, he should finish and do Dandavat. This is one do circumambulations. On the way, there will be many sites like Manasi Ganga, Govinda Kund, the most important sites. Then Puchre Ki Lota, where the witness is Hanumanji. That will be towards this end site. And Mukharabinda is the mouth of, considered as mouth. Mukharabinda. Like this, one should do circumambulation, and finally he will reach at Radhakunda and Samakunda. So one must follow certain rules and regulations while circumambulating Giriraj. You must maintain the purity with external cleanness and internal cleanness. Antaha Vahya Shuchi. You should take bath, wear proper clean clothes with especially devotional attire is better. Dhoti or saris. One should not wear any kind of shoes, sandals. Even devotees also wear socks. It is better that one walk in barefoot. Some devotees is seen to be wearing socks. Unless there is a medical problem, it's better that one walk barefoot. And while doing circumambulation, one should be completely focus on the holy name of Supreme Personality of Godhead and chanting Hare Krishna Mahamantra during the circumambulation. One should try to avoid any drinking of water or eating food during parikrama. One should not be talking any mundane material things, no gossiping, prajalpa. So prajalpa is a disturbance in focusing Supreme Personality of Godhead. One should be very much focused on chanting the holy name and meditating the divine pastimes performed in the Govardhan Dham. And one should not take any shortcuts, take half path, avoid certain path. So that way the parikrama will not be complete. There is certain things like some do choti parikrama, some do badi parikrama. That is different. Choti parikrama means Radha Kund, half of that around 9 kilometer. Badi parikrama around 12 kilometer. Altogether 21 kilometers. So entire when you cover the parikrama path fully, it will be around 22 or 23 kilometers. So like that, one should be very respectful. Giriraj Govardhan, do not harm any plants, animals surrounding Govardhan, and keep in a good mood with a constant motion. One need not to be very much hurried and worried. Give up all the worry, be comfortable, work along with the groups of the devotees. So these are certain uh, guidelines our Guru Maharaj gave us while doing parikrama. So there are lots of spiritual merits we have discussed. So among them, the purification of mind is the most, because this mind is the greatest enemy which made us roam here and there after labha, puja, pratishtha. The material gain is labha, puja. What will I gain? People says, why should I go to temple? If I have something to ask, then I will go, but not in the intention of pleasing Krishna. When some labha, puja, and pratishtha is there in the mind to get merited, even Giriraj Govardhan gives those labha, puja, and pratishtha. On top of that, Giriraj also being merciful, gradually take away the mind from material things, purifies the mind. The impurities of the mind is this lava puja pratishtha. In other words, bhukti mukti siddhi kami. Sakali asanta. This asanta means the mind is not peaceful. So by supplying the ingredient like ghee to fire, fire will not extinguish. To extinguish fire, you have to stop the supplement of ghee. Like labha, puja, pratistas are the supplement of ghee to the burning desires of fire that search for happiness other than love of God. Jare nahi Krishna Sambandha. There is Krishna Sambandha in everything. Giriraj Govardhan can make you aware what is Krishna Sambandha in every aspect of your life. But when we are too much attracted to Labha Puja Pratishtha, the Krishna Sambandha is forgotten. So pleasing Krishna was the ultimate aim in our every activities is forgotten. So we in a impurified state being forgotten to Krishna run after Labha Puja and Pratishtha. So even when we do parikrama, we might have lots of material desire in our mind. But Govardhan being so merciful, gradually purify those desires. And certain people who are not willing to advance in Krishna consciousness, even though you have desire, but you may pray, I am not the one who knows where is the best lies for me. Mudhera Mangala Tumi Anvesiva Idase Na Bhavapara. One may seek the guidance of Giriraj Govardhan. Please bestow me that mercy which will bring ultimate goodness to me. That way, Giriraj will be very merciful and protect the devotee from this path and give your devotion and give the relief from the bondages that bind a devotee repeatedly in the cycle of birth and death. Karmic relief, connection to divinity. Give the peace and happiness of Krishna consciousness, fulfillment of the desires, and this way one get blessings of Giriraj Govardhan. Hare Krishna. Any questions?